So let us just reflect on something that I think is so powerful, and that is, let's think about the values that Garfield Langhorn had. Let's think about that moment where the grenade came into the midst of the troops that he was helping to evacuate. And think about the instantaneous reaction that he had to save his fellow citizens, his fellow soldiers, understanding full well what that meant for him. That the values that Garfield Langhorn had came from how he was raised, came from where he worshiped and his faith. That said, that those values are the kind of values that are rare, but are the kind of values that sustain this great country of ours. And so let us celebrate how Garfield Langhorn was raised. Let us celebrate the family that nurtured him. Let us celebrate the grace and the dignity with which his family has endured unspeakable pain. And let us recognize that this little community, the community where Garfield Langhorn was raised, where he went to school, where he worshiped, where he played sports, where maybe he raised a little hell, let us celebrate this very special community because it reared an American hero. And I have something that I'd like to present to Mrs. Langhorn. I have the original legislation, H.R. 3250, and I have the pen that President Obama used to sign the legislation. So I would like to thank you all very much.
Private, first class, Garfield M. Langhorn, for conspicuous gallantry and intrepidity in action, above and beyond the call of duty. PFC Langhorn distinguished himself while serving as a radio operator with Troop C, near Play de Jarang in Play Coup Province. PFC Langhorn's platoon was inserted into a landing zone to rescue two pilots of a Cobra helicopter shot down by enemy fire on a heavily timbered slope. He provided radio coordination with the command and control aircraft overhead, while the troops hacked their way through dense undergrowth to the wreckage, where both aviators were found dead. As the men were taking the bodies to a pickup site, they suddenly came under intense fire from North Vietnamese soldiers. An enemy hand grenade landed in front of PFC Langhorn, and a few feet from personnel who had become casualties. Choosing to protect these wounded, he unhesitatingly threw himself on the grenade, scooped it beneath his body, and absorbed the blast. By sacrificing himself, he saved the lives of his comrades. PFC Langhorn's extraordinary heroism at the cost of his life was in keeping with the highest traditions of the military service, and reflect great credit on himself, his unit, and the United States Army.